famous Greek writer named Sophocles once said, "I would rather lose with honor than win by cheating." I think this is a lesson that many kids today need to learn how to do, because more and more today there's cheating going on with kids using steroids and performance enhancing drugs. I've researched this topic throughout high school, and I've seen it throughout my high school and seen it personally. And so I know all the facts and the stats about what's going on today with performance enhancing drugs. Performance enhancing drugs are becoming a trickle down effect, starting at the pros and going down to college and high school athletes. They're doing this to get an edge on the competition and to make it to the next level. There are also deadly disadvantages to using steroids, and stats prove that you will be harmed using steroids. There are a couple advantages to using steroids, but there's way more disadvantages to offset those advantages. Performance enhancing drugs are growing throughout the country of all ages, and it starts with the pros and drops down to college and high school athletes. According to World Book Science here, 85% of big league baseball players are using steroids, according to another professional baseball player. And they're doing this because they want to make it to the next level. According to the National Institute of Drugs Abuse, 1 million kids today are using some sort of steroid. And from this chart here, you can see that throughout high school, there's a steady increase of percent that kids are starting to use steroids, and it increases up until your senior year. This is making sports unfair and also unsafe, because if kids see that other kids are using steroids and getting better, they're going to want to use steroids to get to that same level and compete. But then you'll have just a mass amount of kids using steroids and getting hurt. Pro and college systems are implemented now where they do random drug testing, and I believe that the high school should implement this because they will see positive results. Besides making it unfair, it is also very unsafe to use steroids. Other problems: when anybody is tested positive for steroids, they end up having liver and other organ problems. Kids today must be warned of these issues, and that way they will stop using them. There have even been cases where athletes have died using steroids. And when you start using steroids, you have to continue to use steroids. And it is proven, like, if you get off steroids within 3 weeks, your muscles will deflate. So why not lift and work out hard to get stronger, and then that way you stay healthy while doing it. Now, kids using, or anybody using steroids today will regret it after the sports are all done, and you need a healthy body to continue living. Symptoms of using steroids can include yellow skin, heart attack, heart inflations, and suffer delusions. And that's just a few of the many symptoms that come with steroids or any performance enhancing drugs. And I'm not just talking about the performance steroids that athletes use to recover from an injury. I'm talking about illegal steroids that are not prescribed by a doctor. They're illegal. There's close to 400 kids each year in any sport that die from using steroids. You can see in 2013, last year, there's only 9 states here, and there's close to 100 deaths from the effects of steroids. So that's just a mini graph of with the nation. That's throughout the nation. So there's even 40 more states that aren't included in that. Yes, there are a couple advantages to using steroids. Like, they're easy to take, you get strong fast, and you don't have to lift with them. But they're illegal, and they're very, very dangerous. So there's no reason to take steroids. According to WebDM, there's a sentence that you can serve for prison time and fines if you're caught selling or using steroids. The rate of teens using steroids is increasing today, and it's time it needs to be fixed. it, it has taken the fun and the safety out of sports in any level, and kids must know the consequences for taking steroids. There's also many dangers in taking steroids too. You can have liver and heart issues that you can never fix, and those will stay with you lifelong. And it starts at the pros, and it starts as a trickle-down effect into college and high school athletes. But if we start at the bottom with high school athletes and learn the consequences and disadvantages into taking steroids, we can reverse that effect. I'll end with this. Everyone gets one chance in life, and you don't want to make a mistake like taking steroids that you will regret for the rest of your life. And you have to deal with it the rest of your life because there's no way to fix it.